Welcome to our channel, USA Coin Spot. In this video I am going to tell you about the Washington quarter dollar, United States of America, which are very valuable and rare. If you have them, you can take advantage of them. Top 1. Have you ever looked at a 2014 Washington quarter and thought it was just another coin in your change jar? Maybe you've seen it lying around in your car, in a kitchen drawer, or maybe even in a US Mint proof set you forgot you owned. What if I told you that same little coin, just 25 cents, could secretly be worth thousands of dollars? And I'm not talking about some future value or rare condition that might increase one day. I'm talking about right now. Because there are 2014 Washington quarters, specifically from proof sets, that have shocked the coin collecting world with how much they're selling for. Yes, people are actually getting paid real money, life-changing money, for a coin that looks almost identical to the one in your pocket. Here's the thing most people don't know. Every year, the US Mint produces two kinds of coins. The ones made for everyday circulation, and then the special ones, the ones made for collectors. These collector coins are part of official US Mint proof sets. They're minted using a special process with multiple strikes, sharper details, and a mirror-like finish. They aren't supposed to be used as change. They're made to be perfect. And that's where the magic starts. Because when one of those coins comes out in absolute perfection, no marks, no scratches, flawless in every way, its value can explode to insane levels. That's exactly what's happened with some of the 2014 Washington quarter-proof coins. A few of these coins, sealed untouched in proof sets and graded by experts, have sold for prices that most people simply cannot believe. And the reason is simple. There are only a few out there in top-grade condition. Most coins, even proof coins, get minor handling marks, tiny flaws, or lose their deep cameo finish. But the rare ones that stay perfect? That's where the money is. And let me tell you, the money is very, very real. A 2014 Washington quarter from a proof set, when graded in high condition, can start fetching thousands. And I don't mean it sells once in a while. This is a coin that serious collectors are chasing hard. Some examples, even with minor imperfections, have already reached a value of $2,700. That's for a quarter, a 25-cent piece, already worth more than most people's paychecks. But the story doesn't stop there. The truly rare ones, the 2014 Washington quarters that have been professionally graded as flawless or nearly flawless, the ones that collectors label PR70 DCM or PR69, those coins are changing hands for prices that almost feel like a mistake. They've sold for as high as $58,000. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that most people wouldn't think twice about. A proof quarter dollar. From 2014. Selling for $58,000. Imagine finding one of these coins in your home, in a sealed proof set you've never opened, or maybe in a coin collection someone passed down to you. Imagine holding a small silver-colored quarter in your hand and realizing it's worth more than a brand new car. This isn't a fantasy. This is happening right now. But only for those who know what to look for. So here's what you need to do. Get your hands on any 2014 US Mint proof sets you own or can find. Look for the America the Beautiful quarters from that year, especially the ones with unique designs and deep cameo contrast. Hold them under a bright light. Check the surfaces. Look for flawless shine, razor-sharp edges, and no visible marks. If you think you've found one in top shape, do not touch it with your bare hands. Don't clean it. Don't try to sell it on your own. Get it graded. Because the difference between a regular proof coin and a perfect one could be tens of thousands of dollars. People ignore coins every day. They toss them aside, spend them without a second glance, or leave them untouched in dusty drawers. But right now, sitting somewhere in a proof set or in a forgotten collection, there could be a 2014 Washington quarter that will change someone's life. Maybe it will be yours. Because this one coin, a quarter dollar from a 2014 proof set, is being sold for anywhere between $2,700 and $58,000. And it might be closer than you think. Top 2. Have you ever held a coin in your hand and wondered if it was secretly worth a fortune? Most people toss their quarters into a jar without thinking twice. But right now, there's one quarter, One specific coin from 2017 that could be hiding in plain sight and might be worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. And chances are, you've never even thought to look for it. This isn't just any 2017 quarter. We're talking about the incredibly rare and stunning version that came from the United States Mint Proof set. A mirror-like finish, deep cameo contrast, and flawless edges. This coin wasn't made for your pocket or your wallet. It was made for collectors, and only collectors lucky enough to grab the official proof set that year. But here's where it gets really exciting, and where the money comes in. Within that proof set is a 2017 Washington quarter that looks almost like every other quarter at first glance. But the detail? The shine? The quality of the strike? It's in a league of its own. These coins are struck with special dies, often multiple times, to bring out sharp, detailed images and a mirror-polished background. They are not released into circulation. They were never meant to be spent. They were designed to be admired, and today, they're being hunted. Why? Because a tiny number of these 2017 quarters, especially those in the highest possible grades like PR69 or PR70 Deep Cameo, have exploded in value. Collectors are paying crazy money for top-grade examples of this coin. I'm talking about coins certified by grading giants like PCGS and NGC, coins that are virtually flawless under magnification, with no visible marks, no scratches, and absolutely perfect detail. And here's where your jaw might drop. Some of these proof quarters have already sold for $2,700. That alone is shocking for a 25-cent coin. But the story doesn't end there. The rarest examples, in the finest possible condition, have shattered expectations in auctions and private sales. How much? Up to a staggering $68,000. Yes, you heard that right. 68,000 US dollars. For one quarter. That's not a myth. That's not a clickbait number. That's what this little piece of metal is commanding in the world of elite collectors who are willing to pay big for perfection, rarity, and beauty combined. And these coins are out there, tucked away in proof sets, sitting in collections, hidden in drawers, or sitting in boxes from eBay lots and estate sales. So now the question becomes, do you have one? Have you checked your 2017 proof set? Have you ever looked at your quarters closely under a magnifying glass or even sent one in for grading? You could be sitting on something truly valuable and not even know it. People are finding these coins. People are cashing in. And the best part is, they aren't making any more of them. Once they're gone, they're gone. That's why the demand is going up, the prices are rising, and the hunt is only getting more intense. Imagine flipping through your collection and pulling out one coin that turns into $68,000. That's more than just lucky. That's a life changer. That's a new car, a down payment on a house, a paid-off credit card bill, or your dream vacation paid in full. All from one little quarter made in 2017. So check your coins. Check your proof sets. Look for the Washington quarter from 2017 with that ultra-sharp detail and flawless mirror finish. If you see it, and it looks too perfect to be real, it just might be the one. The 2017 American Washington quarter dollar from the US Mint proof set isn't just worth collecting. It could be worth $2,700 or even as high as $68,000. And if that doesn't make you want to start digging through your collection right now, I don't know what will. Top 3. What if I told you there's a simple quarter from 2018, just 25 cents, that could secretly be worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars? You'd probably laugh it off, right? But you shouldn't. Because there's a coin out there, a real piece of US currency, that's hiding in collections, in old proof sets, in boxes people haven't opened in years, and it has the potential to make you richer than you ever imagined from a single coin. This isn't a rumor. This isn't a made-up coin collecting myth. This is real. And it's happening right now. The 2018 Washington quarter dollar from the United States Mint proof set looks like an ordinary coin to most people. But it's far from ordinary. This is a specially struck proof coin, made using highly polished dies and prepared blanks to achieve that perfect, deep mirror finish with ultra-sharp details. Unlike the coins you find in your pocket or get as change at the store, this quarter was crafted with collectors in mind. It was never meant to be spent. It was meant to be cherished. But what makes it truly exciting is what's happened in the coin market. A small number of these 2018 proof quarters, especially those with flawless surfaces and top-level grading, have skyrocketed in value. Not just hundreds, not even just a couple thousand, but jaw-dropping numbers that most people would never believe unless they saw the auction results with their own eyes. We're talking about a coin that originally came in a government-issued proof set that you could have bought for under $40. But now, certain rare and perfectly preserved versions of this quarter are selling for the price of a luxury watch, a motorcycle, even a new car. What collectors are really hunting for is that rare gem in perfect condition, the PR69 or PR70 Deep Cameo, verified and certified by respected grading companies like NGC or PCGS. These coins are almost impossible to find in circulation, and even among proof sets, only a tiny number ever earn a top-tier grade. That's where the real money is. And here's what most people don't realize: these coins are out there. They're sitting in proof sets on bookshelves, in closets, in storage units, at estate sales, and on online marketplaces where sellers have no idea what they're holding. They see a shiny coin. Collectors? They see an opportunity. And when they see that perfect 2018 proof quarter, they know exactly what it could be worth. The 2018 America the Beautiful series had several beautiful designs, including the pictured rocks, Apostle Islands, Voyagers, Cumberland Island, and Block Island quarters. But it's not just about the design, it's about the condition, the strike, and the rarity. That one proof coin, that flawless quarter, could easily be mistaken as just another collectible, until it gets graded, and someone realizes what they've found. Because some of these coins are selling for absolutely unbelievable amounts. Imagine holding a single coin, the size of a quarter, and realizing it's not worth 25 cents, it's worth $2,700. And that's not the ceiling. Because in the world of high-end collectors, perfection pays big. And the most pristine, rarest examples of this 2018 proof quarter, with flawless fields, deep cameo contrast, and zero imperfections under magnification, have sold for up to $68,000. That's not a made-up number. That's not a scam. That is real, confirmed, and on record. And that's why collectors across the US are scrambling to go through their proof sets, check every detail, and send in coins for grading. Because the next big sale could be theirs. So if you've got a 2018 US Mint proof set lying around, now is the time to check it. Look closely. Grab a magnifier. Look for that flawless mirror-like surface, that razor-sharp edge, and that high-contrast finish that only true proof coins have. If it's perfect, if it looks untouched by time, it might be the one. Because this little 2018 quarter, the one you might overlook, the one hiding in plain sight, could be your golden ticket. A coin that went from 25 cents to $2,700, and in the rarest, most perfect cases, a staggering $68,000. So ask yourself this: have you already seen that coin and just didn't know what it was worth? Maybe it's sitting in your drawer right now. Maybe you already own one. And maybe, just maybe, your next move should be checking it before someone else does. Top 4. Have you ever looked at a regular coin in your hand and thought, this could be worth thousands of dollars? Probably not. Most people never even glance twice at a quarter. It's just 25 cents, right? But what if I told you there's a very specific quarter from 2019 that could be hiding in plain sight, quietly sitting in a drawer or proof set, and it could make you anywhere from $2,700 all the way up to $49,000? Yes, you heard that right. A coin that was originally worth just a quarter, possibly sitting untouched in a US Mint proof set, now being chased by collectors with deep pockets, because of one word: rarity. The 2019 American Washington quarter dollar from the proof set isn't just another shiny coin. It's a potential gold mine. Most people have no idea. They open a proof set, admire the coins for a second, then store it away. But hidden in those sets are San Francisco minted quarters with a tiny S mint mark and a big secret. Not all of them are worth thousands, but a few, very few, were struck so perfectly that when they were graded by PCGS or NGC, they received the highest possible designation, PR70 Deep Cameo. That's the holy grail of coin grading. And when one of these coins receives that flawless grade, the value skyrockets. Let's talk real numbers. A 2019 Lowell National Historical Park quarter, graded PR 70 DCM, reached a value of $2,700. Just one coin. And that's not even the most valuable one from the set. Another quarter, the 2019 American Memorial Park, graded at PR 70 DCM, has been valued and sold for over $5,000. That's $5,000 for a single 25-cent coin. And it doesn't stop there. The 2019 San Antonio Missions quarter, when found in that perfect PR 70 deep cameo condition, has pulled in staggering numbers. $17,000. $17,000 for one quarter. No exaggeration. No tricks. Just pure numismatic value driven by rarity, condition, and demand. Still think modern coins aren't worth collecting? You might want to think again. But the real showstopper, the coin that has every serious collector drooling, is the 2019 Frank Church River of No Return Wilderness Quarter. When that specific design is graded in perfect PR 70 DCM, it doesn't just flirt with big money, it explodes. Collectors have listed it, traded it, and hunted for it at values reaching up to $49,000. Let that sink in for a second. $49,000 for one quarter. A coin you could already own if you or someone in your family bought a 2019 US Mint proof set when it was released. It's wild to think that so much money can be hiding in plain sight, tucked away in a coin case or forgotten box. These aren't antique coins from the 1800s or buried treasures found in shipwrecks. These are modern US Mint issues from just a few years ago. The difference? The grade. The perfection. The condition. Proof coins are struck with extra care, but only a select few survive the minting process without the tiniest imperfection. And it's those flawless survivors, in PR 70 deep cameo condition, that explode in value. So what should you be doing right now? Simple. Check your 2019 proof sets. If you have one, carefully examine the quarters, especially those with the Mint mark. Look for deep, mirror-like fields and that frosty, detailed design. If you think you've got a perfect one, don't guess, send it in for grading. Because if it comes back as a PR 70 DCM, you could be sitting on thousands. Not hundreds. Thousands. We're talking about turning a 25-cent coin into a $2,700 payday. Or a $5,000 payday. Or even a $17,000 one. And if you're holding that elusive river of no return quarter in perfect condition, you're staring at the possibility of $49,000. That's not changed money. That's life-changing money. And the most incredible part? Most people don't know. They let these proof sets collect dust. They never check the grades. They never imagine that such wealth could come from something so small. But you're here. Now you know. And now it's your move. Dig through that drawer. Open that proof set. Examine every detail. Because if you've got the right coin, in the right condition, your 25-cent piece could be worth as much as $49,000. No exaggeration. No gimmick. Just cold, hard, numismatic reality. Don't ignore this. Don't delay. Proof coins like these aren't getting more common. They're getting rarer by the day. And the market? It's only heating up. Collectors are paying big. Dealers are hunting. Prices are rising. Your time is now. So before you spend that quarter or toss aside that proof set, remember this. It might just be the single most valuable coin you've ever touched. And it could be worth not just hundreds, not just thousands, but up to a breathtaking $49,000. Take a closer look. You could be holding a fortune in your hands right now. Top 5. What if I told you there's a quarter from 2020, yes, just a single 25-cent piece, that could be worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars? You might be sitting on a fortune and not even know it. This isn't a joke or some wild speculation. This is real. The 2020 American Washington quarter dollar from the proof set is quietly turning heads among collectors and investors across the United States. And the prices? They are absolutely jaw-dropping. For most people, a quarter is just pocket change, something you use to pay for parking or grab a soda. But for coin collectors, especially those who know what to look for, the 2020 proof quarters minted in San Francisco are pure gold. Or better yet, pure cash. These coins are not your average quarters. They were struck with incredible precision and mirror-like finishes in the proof sets released by the US Mint, and only a select few survived in flawless condition. When these coins get the highest grades from professional grading services, their value skyrockets. Imagine owning a coin that was released for just 25 cents but could be worth thousands in today's market. A 2020's American Washington quarter, graded as perfect PR70 Deep Cameo, has recently been valued at no less than $2,700. That's more than 100 times its face value. And this is just the entry point. Some of the 2020 proof quarters are turning into instant legends. Certain designs, especially those commemorating national parks and historic sites, are highly sought after. The 2020's Great Smoky Mountains quarter, when found in perfect condition, has been known to fetch prices well above $5,000. This isn't just a coin, it's a golden ticket for those who recognize its true worth. Collectors who have tracked these coins know that the market is heating up fast. The 2020's quarter representing the Shenandoah National Park, graded PR70 Deep Cameo, has recently made headlines by selling for amounts exceeding $10,000. Imagine trading your pocket change for a sum like that. But it doesn't stop there. The absolute rarest of the 2020 proof quarters have gone beyond what anyone thought possible. The 2020's Ozark National Scenic Riverways quarter, in flawless PR70 DCM condition, has sold at auction for over $35,000. Yes, a single quarter. That's more than some people make in a year. And for the lucky few who hold the 2020's Apostle Islands quarter, the price can climb even higher. The market for these coins is fiercely competitive. Serious collectors and investors are paying top dollar to get their hands on the perfect specimens. The demand far outpaces the supply, and that drives the price through the roof. Now, here's the part that will blow your mind. The highest graded 2020's Washington quarter from the proof set, the legendary Perfect PR70 Deep Cameo, has recently been valued at an astounding $59,000. Yes, $59,000 for a single quarter that was originally worth just 25 cents. That's life-changing money. Money that can pay off debts, fund dreams, or even change your entire financial future. So if you have a 2020 US Mint proof set, or even a coin collection handed down from family, it's time to take a very close look at those quarters. Examine them under a bright light. Look for a deep mirror finish and frosted details. If the coin looks flawless to your eye, don't wait. Get it graded by a reputable company like PCGS or NGC. Because if it comes back as PR70 Deep Cameo, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Remember, these coins aren't getting any younger or more common. Every day, more perfect examples disappear into collections and vaults. The window to cash in on this explosive market won't stay open forever. $2,700, $5,000, $10,000, $35,000, and yes, even $59,000. That's the range of real, documented values for the 2020 American Washington quarter dollar from proof sets. Don't let your pocket change slip away when it could be the key to unimaginable wealth. Look again. Look closely. Because that quarter in your hand might just be worth more than you ever imagined.